Pain, loss, stigma, sad. Is my schizophrenia, yet I move onward. Welcome to Surviving Schizophrenia with Steven. My name is Steven. I hope you're having a wonderful day. That was a haiku I wrote yesterday, actually, about my schizophrenia, and I think it kind of sums it up very well. For those of you who don't know, a haiku is a short poem consisting of 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second, and then 5 again in the third line. And today I want to talk and kind of dissect and discuss why I chose the words I did for this haiku, and explain how it relates to my schizophrenia. Starting with pain. Now, living with schizophrenia is a very painful experience, both physically, headaches, muscle tension, probably more they could go on with depending on the person, and mental pain too, and emotional pain about, everything you're dealing with in your mind. It can be very painful, physically and mentally. Pain is something I do deal with pretty much every day, whether it's, mostly it's mental pain for me. It's a struggle to live with schizophrenia. And even early on, I had physical pain too. I had massive headaches that were debilitating. And the mental pain I feel now revolves more around anxiety and stress. It's not easy living with schizophrenia, and there's always constant pain every day. I also chose the word loss, because loss is something I have experienced a lot of due to my schizophrenia. I lost friends because of my schizophrenia. I lost experiences, such as, I never really graduated from 8th grade normally. I didn't go to that kind of graduation. Same with high school. I did not attend, regular high school. I went to a different school and eventually just got my GED, my graduation equivalency diploma. So I never really experienced a true high school experience, or college even for that matter. And those are experiences I was hoping to have beforehand, before I fell ill, and thought I would have for sure. I never expected this. I lost a lot of, like I said, time and experiences, but I also lost a lot of what was me for a while. With the psychosis, I was not quite the same for a while. I have since come back massively and am now myself again. In a slightly different way though, I think I'm a little more serious actually at times, and a little changed and a little scarred from everything I've experienced with my schizophrenia. Third, I chose the word stigma for my haiku. Stigma, schizophrenia has a very negative stigma surrounding it. I've seen plenty of movies, TV shows, or in the media where they depict people with schizophrenia very negatively. And that hurts, honestly, to know that some people think that people with schizophrenia were dangerous or were more violent than others, which is not true. We're no more violent than anyone else. I've experienced this personally. In a way, I was playing a video game a few years ago. I believe it was, I forget exactly what it was called now, but it was a DC Comics, fighting game. And there was a character named Scarecrow. And I was like, okay, cool, Scarecrow, fun. I knew of him from the comics and from some shows in the past. And I was looking through his moves, and his most powerful move, like the one to finish everything, right, was called schizophrenia. That hurts. That really hurts. And I'm not gonna say that's a terrible game or anything like that. I just think it's, schizophrenia is just really misunderstood to the point where people would think that schizophrenia would be a good finishing move for a video game character. I think for me, stigma around schizophrenia is one of the things that weighs on me most, because of how really inaccurate it can be. It's just, I don't know. I have no more words to describe this. But that's why I chose stigma. It's one of the words from my haiku. And the last word I chose for the first line, sad. I'm very often sad from everything, like I mentioned before, that I've lost. From everything I feel with pain that makes me feel sad too. To the stigma as well. But it's again, schizophrenia is very sad for me, especially. Well, everyone, I guess, really. Just knowing that a lot of people would not accept me, really, if I told them I had schizophrenia. Knowing everything I've lost and wanting to have some of those experiences, but I'll never be able to have those experiences because those times have passed. Like high school or college. Well, college I guess I still could have, but high school. All the friends I could have made, all the experiences I could have had, all the places I could have gone. It's sad knowing that I don't have that and will never have those experiences ever, because those times are gone. And yeah, it's rough. So that is my schizophrenia, as I say in the second line of my haiku. And that brings me to the third and final line. Yet I go onward. And everything I've said before has sounded really negative, right? Really sad, really emotional, really difficult. But I'm still moving onward. And that last line I think is very accurate and very meaningful to me right now, because I am moving onward now with my schizophrenia, with my life. I have started this channel. I'm trying to make a difference and try to reduce the stigma that people have around schizophrenia. I've recovered greatly in the last year since I even started this channel. I am feeling better more and more often now than I have in the past. I'm doing better. I'm happier. I have hope again. I have reasons to continue on. And so I think I can move onward, even with schizophrenia. I can actually do and make something of my life, something that I didn't expect to have before, but something that's great and better even than what I would have been doing had I not had schizophrenia at this time. I think I can actually make a difference in the world. I know I can be healthier and will continue to be healthier. And I hope this haiku that I've written helps inspire those who are suffering with schizophrenia as well, like me, or those who are taking care of someone or a loved one that has schizophrenia, to know that, sure, things can be really hard. You know, pain, sadness, stigma, loss. But you can still move onward. Even when it seems like you won't be able to. I thought that in the past. But look at me now. Things have changed. I have moved onward. I have done something with my life. I have purpose and meaning and happiness and hope again. And I think you can too. Yeah. Pain. Loss. Stigma. Sad. Is my schizophrenia. Yet I move onward. So I hope you enjoyed this video and my haiku, and I hope you have a very happy and healthy rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.